How are you all? Thank you for coming back to the Coins Alert. Now you can get your coin fix. I'm your boss. I hope everyone is having a great day. Yes, it's Thursday, October 17th, and I can't wait for Friday when I get paid. In November, there will be no more than 3 paychecks on Friday evenings, plus the money I made from my trip. I'm looking forward to November. When I get paid, the crypto market will look very different from how it does now because of all these assets are almost ready to break out. This video is everything you need. We are going to talk about the SEC verse. Impact. What's going on? Did they miss the deadline, or is tomorrow really the last day? I'll take care of that for you. Bitcoin is what we are going to talk about. That man is on something I want some of, so I wonder what Michael Saylor is thinking. So without further ado, take a seat, breathe. Please excuse me, take a seat. Loosen, let us now move on to a Bitcoin worth $67,090. It has lost 0.77% in the last 24 hours. Ethereum is worth $2,609. At the moment, it's down 0.25%. As XRP, both USDT and USDC are worth 99 cents. It's moving, people. Up to 55.5 cents are coming in on the green. Right now, it's up 2.57%. The total value of all cryptocurrencies on the market is $2,300,000,000. Where do we go from here? As promised, we will. Keep an eye on Bitcoin. It breaks through its previous all-time high to one it had never had before. It's time to go. Is it still possible that we could fill that CME gap around the $50,000 to $55,000 range? Yes, there is. It's not likely to happen, but it's still possible. Don't get too bullish. Don't go on for too long yet. What makes us sure that it will be filled? It's really very easy. Over 74,000 is reached for Bitcoin. The time has come to act. But XRP wants to make a big move soon. Our first goal for XRP was to reach 60 cents. Yes, 60 cents is right, but it's now moved. There are now 61.5 cents left. Now you need to pay attention to that. Michael Araton, we have important news. He took the rug from Swell and Swummet. He said he would take it. That guy wasn't playing around. He grew bigger. Taking the rug? It looks like he has it now sitting in his house. Best of luck to him. Could you tell me how much he wants for this rug? It looks nice now, doesn't it? Arrington keeps his promises. Now, I'm going to say it, this whole Ripple rhyme is giving me a headache. See, we got a mix of dates when the SEC filed their appeal. She said yesterday or on the 15th that it was due on the 16th. On the 16th, we haven't heard anything back. During the live stream, I thought that if it was due on the 16th, they might have turned it in after work hours and we would hear about it today, since it's still early. There aren't any stores open yet. We might hear about the filing coming through this morning, but right now we're getting a mix of reports, so it looks like that. The due date could actually be tomorrow, Friday the 18th at 11:59 p.m. What are we going to do? What could we do? It's pretty easy. Today, keep your eyes open. Let's try to get something. Do you know how the SEC works? If not, they'll do it at the last minute and file it on Friday, which is the due date. Are they going to file? I mean, they made a case. I don't see why they would put out a plea. You know how the SEC works, how dishonest they are, and how they like to do everything at the last minute, so they wouldn't have filed it. They even sent in an appeal with only one line, which took them 2 weeks or a month to write, and they did it at the last minute. I think the same thing about this. The request will be heard at the last minute. But once more, this plea doesn't change anything about XRP. The bull run is still going strong. The price is still going to go where it is. XRP is not a security, and that's all we need to know to be clear during this bull run. It's a done deal. If Ripple has to pay more money, it changes how much they may have to pay and how many automated sales they make. But Jeremy Hogan made this public. He says, hey, look, I'm trying to figure out how we got the time frame wrong, but I can't see any mistake in the reasoning. That's the form the STC had to use to appeal, and it's not on the docket even though it was due today. The appeal will be thrown out if it wasn't made. That's what it says. That's what we know to be true. I'm not sure because I haven't been to federal court in 3 years and always won my cases, so I haven't been going there. Anyway, I'm going to buy 10,000 XRP just in case we're all right. After that, I'm going to bed. And good night, Moon Lambo. You shouldn't buy 10,000 XRP just because you think this will make the price go up. Because the appeal could still come tomorrow. Don't make hasty choices. A lot of confusion out there. I'm pretty sure that we would have heard from Ripple, Stewart or Brad Seating that the case was over if the SEC hadn't looked into the appeal. However, we haven't heard anything from NAM yet, which makes me think that this really is due tomorrow. We'll even know it's going to be a great weekend, and we'll all be ready to party. For the 99th time, SEC is going to make us feel bad. In less than 24 hours, we'll know. This was made by Jay Chains. He says it will be okay, but Bitcoin BTC broke up and left the love triangle just like he said it would. But he thought it would work on the 3-day plan. A key band that has been in place since March is almost at its peak. A break above 68,000 could mean a big move, but if we keep turning him down, he wants to go back to that $66,000 area. Right now it's at 67. We still haven't seen that break above 68K. The real problem here is that Bitcoin needs to go back above the all-time high, which was set right before the market crashed earlier this year and is now around 74,000. This is true even though Bitcoin is up green and the market is full of joy again. BTC breaks through 74,000. Now is the time to act. If we fail to break 74,000, we can expect a drop back down. The only thing that worries me is that all of these cryptos are getting a lot of attention on social media right now. If social media stays long for too long, people start to lose interest and get wiped out. If there is a dip, it's going to be short. The price will drop to between 50,000 and 500,000. It's time to go. We're going to drop, but then we'll rise again. That is the last and only dip for you folks, something to look at. Long-term, Michael Salas says he thinks Bitcoin will reach 13 million in 21 years. That's right, yes, 13 million people. Pay attention. Joe, you buy Bitcoin and keep it for more than 4 years. That's what I tell everyone. For more than 4 years after buying it, once you think about it, you wonder how much. Say digital gold of the market value of gold does it finally take? Right now, Bitcoin makes up 0.1% of the world's money. It's likely to reach 7% of the capital. As for the long run, I think it will reach 13 million in 21 years. 13 million over 21 years. What will it be in 5 years? Your math class for 4 years. In the past 4 years, it has grown 44% of the time with a 40 to 50 vol. At 40 to 50 vol, at 40%, I think it will click down to 35, then 30, and finally 25. It will eventually be the SP return plus 8%. It will be the SP vol plus 8% because the capital market will always be more global, open, and free. In this point of view, Bitcoin means that you want to invest in an asset without counterparty risk. This means that you don't want to be tied to a country, a currency, a place, or a business. Something or a culture, right? People think it's dangerous then. People just don't want to take a chance. In 10 years, they don't want to guess whether Picasso's work, New York real estate, or Nvidia stock will be worth more. They want to get cash. They want to buy a 21 millionth of the world's money. 13 million over 21 years. What does that mean for the overall value of the cryptocurrency market? That's what I want to. You know, everyone, let's talk about XRP now. We should talk about what we're seeing. At this point, the numbers show more ups than downs, which is a very bullish sign. This green line, and I talked about it on the live stream last night. The latest forecast for XRP is shown below. This is what we want to see happen. We want to see a move that takes it above 61.50 cents right now. We will test that 70-cent area again if that happens. As you may remember, 75 cents is the important area of pushback. This is the move we want to see, though. We need XRP to raise the price by $1.50 to $1.75. When that move happens, it's very important that we hold this white upper support zone during the retrace, which will happen. For the Sankadish station, we'll say it's between $1 and $140. Our chances of having a good 2025 are not good if we don't hold this. These are just real facts and information. Once the price of the dollar goes back up to around $1.40 after the decline, we will see a new all-time high for XRP in 2025 when it hits $1.75. This picture shows what we see.